Ready to check your solutions to the practice problems for our Elif and logical expressions video? If you haven't tried them yet, no worries. The notebook is linked in the description. Let's walk through all three problems together, starting with problem 1. In this problem, we're given a test score, and we need to print the correct letter grade. The grading scale has 5 categories: A for 90 and above, B for 80 through 89, and so on. Since there are 5 possible outcomes, this is a perfect case for an Elif chain. We start with an if statement that checks whether the score is 90 or above. If it is, we print A. Next, we add an Elif that checks whether the score is 80 or above. At this point in the chain, we already know the score is below 90, since the only way Python would execute this condition is if the if condition is false. So if this condition is true, the score must be in the 80s. And we print B. We follow the same logic for the next 2 Elif blocks. One checking for 70 or above, a C, and one for 60 or above, a D. Finally, the else block handles every score below 60, where we print F. Running the code with a score of 85, we get B, which makes sense since 85 falls in the 80 through 89 range. And if we change the score to 72 and run it, we get C. Python evaluated the conditions from top to bottom, stopped at the first one that was true, and skipped the rest. This means that the order of these conditions really matters. If we had put the greater than or equal to 60 check before the greater than or equal to 70 check, a score of 72 would match it and print D, even though it should be a C. The chain only works correctly when we start at the highest threshold and work our way down. We should also note that you could technically write the same logic using nested if statements, an if inside another if inside another if. But each layer adds another level of indentation, and by the time you have 4 or 5 conditions, the code is pushed so far to the right that it becomes genuinely hard to read. Using Elif statements keeps everything flat, clear, and at the same level, which is almost always the right call when you're choosing between multiple mutually exclusive options. Great, let's move on to problem 2. In this problem, we're checking whether a roller coaster rider meets both of the ride's requirements: a minimum height of 48 inches and a minimum age of 12. Since both conditions need to be true at the same time, this is a great use case for the AND operator. In the if statement, we check if the height in inches is at least 48, and whether the rider's age is at least 12. This logical expression is only true when both sides are true. The rider is tall enough and old enough. If the condition is true, we print, "You can ride." Otherwise, the else block prints, "Sorry, you don't meet the height or age requirement." Running the code with a height of 52 inches and an age of 14, we get, "You can ride." Both conditions are met. If we change the height to 45 and run it again, we get the "Sorry" message instead. Even though the age is still 14, the height condition is now false. Since AND requires both sides to be true, the whole expression evaluates to false. Awesome, on to problem 3. In this problem, we're recommending an outdoor activity based on the temperature and whether it's raining. There are 3 possible outcomes, so we'll need an if, elif, else structure. We also need to use not, and or, so this problem brings everything from the video together. Let's start with the first condition, a perfect day for a picnic. To check whether it's not raining and warm enough, we write not is raining and temperature greater than or equal to 65. Here, not is raining flips the value of is raining. So this part is only true if is raining is false. Combined with and temperature greater than or equal to 65, the whole expression is true only when both hold, no rain and warm enough. If the condition is true, we print, great day for a picnic. For the Elif block, we want to catch the bad weather cases, rain or freezing temperatures. To do this, we write is raining or temperature less than 32. An or expression is true when at least one side is true, so this catches both a rainy day and a freezing day. If this condition is true, we print stay indoors, not a great day to be outside. Finally, the else block handles the rest of the cases, where we print a decent enough day for a short walk. Running the code with a temperature of 72 and no rain, we get great day for a picnic. If we change is raining to true and run it again, we get the stay indoors message. And with a temperature of 55 and no rain, we get the short walk recommendation. Great, those are the solutions to our 3 exercises. If you want to keep building on these skills, check out our video on for loops, linked in the description. We're working on lots more Python explainer videos like this one, so be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like to learn about, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching!